What's up YouTube, Silver Dragons here, and in this video I'm talking about investing in silver in 2021, why I'm buying it, and why I think silver has massive potential moving forward. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, so looking at silver as an investment in 2021, wow, there are so many things pointing to potentially higher silver prices. I mean, the list goes on and on. We're definitely going to cover a lot in this video. First off, I want to show some of the new American Silver Eagles that just came out. Check that out. Crisp, fresh off the minting press, 2021 Silver Eagles. And actually, this is the last year that they will have the iconic reverse. Show off the reverse side here. This will be changing in the summer of 2021. So if you want to get the old design, this is 35 years running. But anyway, we're here to talk about silver prices. Okay, what's going to be pushing silver up in 2021? Now, with the recent presidential inauguration, with the current administration being what it is, there is lots of potential for inflation this year. If we go back to 2020, we saw huge amounts of currency creation. I think it was around 25% of the US currency supply created in 1 year. Now, the government is not slowing down on their currency creation. We have the $1.9 trillion stimulus package sort of looming here, and it seems to me that if they continue to go down this path, wow, the inflation is going to be insane. Now, one other thing to note is they have created a bunch of currency, but until we really see the velocity of this currency, we're not necessarily going to see inflation. And so, once things start going a little bit back to normal, once people start going on vacations, the popular places like Disneyland or maybe some of the cruise lines are open up back to full capacity, then we're really going to start seeing this inflation hit. And this might not happen in 2021. It might be 2022. But the thing is, with silver and gold in these bull runs, they're usually about 5 to 7 year cycles. So we're really just getting started with silver. I mean, it's very, very early. I think right around $25 an ounce. There's still lots of potential for it to grow and keep on going up. Now, if you want to talk specific predictions, I know that Citigroup analysts are still predicting $40 silver in 2021. But they've looked at some of the technical aspects, and they're saying that $50 or even $100 silver is not out of the question. Will we see that this year? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think that if you look at the big picture, sort of everything going on in the United States, in the world, it's looking like silver could be going much higher. And another thing I should bring up is that silver is used in solar panels. It's used in electric vehicles. And with these things becoming potentially more popular in the future, I think silver definitely has a lot of upside. Now, maybe you're saying to yourself, Silver Dragons, I get it. I understand inflation's probably going to get more prevalent. I need to have a hedge. But what about gold? Shouldn't I just be buying gold? And to that I say, you should be buying gold. I personally am buying gold and silver. However, if you look at silver and gold's performance in 2020, silver did about twice as good. When they're both moving up, silver usually moves a lot faster. And I just brought up the industrial reasons for silver. And so I think, it's good to diversify and have both, but I am still buying lots of silver this year. I still think it's extremely undervalued, and I'm going to keep pressing on. Another thing you should be looking at is the U.S. national debt. It did go up quite a bit in 2020. I think it's almost up to $28 trillion now, but it's not slowing down. If you think we're going to get that under control anytime soon, you are flat out wrong. Here's a prediction moving to the end of the 20s. $86 trillion. Absolutely insane. This is brought to you courtesy of usdebtclock.org. I don't know exactly how they come up with these numbers, but if we're nearing 100 trillion before we even get to 2030, this is just a testament to the US dollar and its strength and how weak it can really get. So do you want to have your money in US dollars or in an alternative investment such as precious metals? Now, honestly, when I see things like that, I think to myself, is this ever going to end? Is the US dollar just going to keep on getting weaker forever? And the answer is yes, eventually it will end, because the US dollar will eventually go to zero. It happens to every fiat currency that has ever existed. Is that going to happen in my lifetime, in my kids' lifetimes? I don't know. This here is a 100-year-old coin now. It's the Morgan silver dollar. And 100 years ago, this was worth $1. And now with the price of silver around $25 an ounce, it is worth about $20. So just think what this could be worth in the next 100 years. Really, the sky's the limit. I am still buying silver. I'm investing in silver for all of the reasons that I mentioned. Now, when it comes to investing in silver, you can buy physical silver. You can buy SLV, which is an ETF for silver, or you could buy silver mining stocks. In fact, I actually do want to talk about a new stock I've been looking at recently, and that is Callinex. Now, Callinex Mines have been around since 1927, but I think they popped up on a lot of people's radars when their shares went up more than 700% in recent months. Now, all of their projects are located in established Canadian mining jurisdictions, and they do look for zinc and copper and other base metals, but they do have exposure to rising metal prices with deposits containing sizable gold and silver resources as well. Now, they recently released some soil sampling results on January 11 of 2021 at their Nash Creek project, and 7 areas have been identified from elevated silver, lead, and zinc soil anomalies. Now, what do you do after soil sampling? It's time to drill, baby, drill. So that's exactly what they're gearing up to do. And if you've looked at investing in metals mining companies in the past, you know that drill results are definitely something to keep an eye out for. A few other things about the company: some of the people on their team include award-winning Hall of Fame geologists, and the company has no debt as well. So if you're looking at investing in mining companies, I highly suggest you check out Callinex for yourself. Now, one thing I always have to bring up when I talk about these mining companies is they can be more risky than just investing in physical gold or physical silver, because their share price can move up and down independent of how these metals are doing. However, they can be more profitable as well. In 2020, silver went up about 47%, which is very interesting because 47 is actually the number for silver. But anyway, now as I mentioned, in regard to Callinex, they did have some massive gains in their share price in 2020. If you bought at the low and sold at the highest point, you would have been looking at about a 900% gain, which clearly that's a bigger number than 47. If you want more information about Callinex Mines, then feel free to check out the link down below in the description. Now, coming back to silver, one thing that I hardly ever talk about, but it actually is a big deal for me personally, is that silver helped me learn how to save money. Before I got into buying physical silver, I had effectively no savings whatsoever. I started buying silver, and if you watch some of my past videos, you know I've got into it pretty heavily. I have well over 1,000 ounces now. I'm still growing my stack every day, and it's just incredibly fun to purchase. It feels great in the hand. One of my first pieces I ever bought was one of these Honest Value Never Fails silver rounds, and truly, Honest Value never fails. Silver has been used as money for literally thousands of years, and it is a great place to store your wealth, especially when there's massive inflation on the horizon. And lastly, I want to say thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.